This conference will now be recorded.
Now see, here we placed the walls, doors, windows and dimension and all. And I want to present this drawing to the client with the proper company or consultant logo and in proper format, like what we will do in the layouts in the AutoCAD. Okay, title blocking, placing the title block information, placing the floor plan, placing the section, placing the details and all. In the process, to create the sheets, if you see our project browser, here we have the floor plans, ceilings, elevations, sections, and schedule and quantities, whatever you want. Then you can see the sheets. To create sheets, we have the two different methods. You can go to the view, and here you can find the view create sheet. Okay, sheet composition. Go and click on the sheet. When you click on the sheet, we get this to choose this size of the sheet. How many sizes we have? We have A0, A1, A2, A3. Right? Let's say now I want to create with the A1 size, sheet size. Just I will choose this family. Again, this is also family. Just I'm going to select it, make OK. When you click it, I will get my title block with the A1 size. Here I can create one sheet name, drawing sheet, right? So let's say for example, I want to create one drawing for my area information. Just a simple, I will choose this level 1 area, drag and drop. Right? See, whatever available in the area, you can present it. If you want to delete, I can delete this one. I'm going to delete. I'm going to this one also. See, it will automatically update in our sheet. Okay, let's say now we have one more section drawing. I want to place section drawing in the sheet. Just go to the section, drag and drop here. Wherever you want, you can place. Let's say I'm going to place here. Okay, section for this is the section drawing. This is my crop boundary. If I extend it, I can see total section of the building until level 3. If you go to the sheet, it will get updated. Okay, let's say now I want to place a BOQ in the same sheet. I will go to the BOQ schedule and quantities. Let's say I want to place a wall schedule. Just drag and drop. I want to place a door schedule. Just drag and drop. Okay, column schedules. Just drag and drop. Then you can adjust according to our requirement. Let's say, for example, I'm taking the wall schedules. In the wall, I have the generic 200 mm. This total count is this is total area of the walls. Let's say, for example, if you want to adjust a width of the columns, you can adjust. And the same schedule, I don't want to see one gap line between these and these. Okay, cosmetic kind of the thing. Workflow is clear. We are creating the sheets in the process of doing our exercise. Okay. Here I want to adjust this schedule first. I'm choosing just this schedule.
సార్ 1 minute సార్
Yes, please.
కింద వీడియో వచ్చింది సార్ రికార్డింగ్ లో కింద వీడియో వస్తుంది ఎవరిదో ఆన్లైన్ వీడియో
Uh,
This conference will now be recorded.
let's say, for example, now I want to remove this one line between this type and this database. So what I do, I will go to this wall schedule. I'm going to the schedule and quantity. Here, if you see in our, okay, in this property, we have the field, filter, sorting, formatting, appearance. I will go to the appearance. This is the cosmetic things. Okay, means appearance things. Here, if you see in the appearance, blank row before data. So I'm going to remove it. Okay. Now I can see this. Let's say now I want to change this wall schedule into caps. Now I have the upper and lower case, right? Just what I do, I will change myself. Wall schedule. I will remove it. Okay. Let's say I want to, this is only, we have the type. I can say wall type. Okay. Length, width, count, area, whatever you want, you can change it. Okay. Then go to the sheets. See, all are updated. If you want to change the color of this, go to the wall schedule. Let's say I want to change color into this. Select the item. Here you can see the all properties, font. Whatever font according to your own design, your own consultancy standards, you can choose this. Let's say I want to make it red color, for example. I want to bold it directly. It will get update in the sheets. Okay. Let's say now I don't want to see this count and the numbers here. Again, I will go to the wall schedule. Here I will go to this different filter sorting. I will remove grand total. So it will get updated automatically. So why I'm showing all those things is each and every option will be available within this Revit only. Just we need to explore. We need to find out where is it. Choose different options. Nothing will happen. Okay.
Sir,
Again, undo it.
hello, just a doubt, sir.
Yes.
Can we adjust the drawing to a certain scale in the sheet?
Yes. Yes. I will explain. Just please be patient.
Okay. Okay.
So see, if you see this column schedule, I don't have any columns in the drawing, so I cannot get any database. I can delete directly. Okay. See, and I have the door schedule. So it's overlapping and doing something. You can adjust your column width. Same like Excel only. If you know Excel, you can manage all those things. Whatever you want. If you don't want some field, go to the door schedule. Let's yesterday, as we discussed, remove these columns, for example. Delete column. Okay. Whatever you don't want. Blank columns. Delete. Let's say I don't want to description. Delete. So anytime you can add it, you can delete. So now you can adjust. I'm going to the appearance. I'm going to remove this blank. Okay. Here we can choose a text height also. Title text, header text, body text, whatever the sizes you want, you can change it. Right?
Sir, here saving as the template. You told once actually. Can you just?
Please be patient. I will explain. Okay.
Okay.
So we can adjust here. Right. Now, so I placed this floor plan. I placed the section. I want to create the one detailed drawing for this. means call out. Just I will go to the any one of my elevation. Let's say I want to create one call out here. Okay. Here if you go to the view, here you can see the call out. Call out means detail. Just go to the rectangular detail and place it. For example, you want to detail up to this. So one more drawing has created here, call out. If you go there, you can see this particular drawing. If you want to place this drawing also in the sheet, just go there, just drag and drop. So one more sheet. And here you want to add the different text and dimensions, you can do here within this box. Let's say I'm going to add one tag. Annotate tag by category. Let's say I want to add the tag like this. For example, I want to add the dimensions. Okay, I want to show different way. So whatever you get adjusted in the sheet, it will be reflected in the sheet. Can you see? What you understand here, whatever you want to change, you have to change in the floor plans and detail drawings only. Okay. Now, coming to the scale. We are creating the sheet means it should be according to the scale. Then only we can issue this drawing to the site. Without scale, nothing. So now I want to adjust little bit near to this. I will select this title information just to move. Drag and drop. Here if you see this detail, you can see the detail number 3. This is a level name, whatever we given the floor plan, and you can see the 1:50 scale. Now I am going to the floor plan. Okay, in the floor plan, so this is our floor plan level. I'm going to move nearby. If I want to adjust this line, click on the layout viewport, hold this dot, drag and drop to near. Okay, to move this text, only select the text and move wherever you want to adjust. If you want to adjust this line, select the viewport. Okay, here you can see the scale 1:100. Then how can I change my scales? Let's say this is the section. Okay, I'm going to the section here, section number 1. Here I want to make it 1:50 this scale. When I change the scale in the control bar, it will directly get updated in the sheet. See, scale has increased. Okay, now I'm going to the section. I want to make it 1:100. Go there. I want to make it hidden or wireframe. You can see in the wireframe what is the inside of the object. Okay, I will make it hidden like this. Then I will go to the sheet. You can see the adjust wherever you want, you can adjust. Again, same way. See, here I want to change the scale. This call out scale to the 1:25. I will go to the call out. I will change the 1:25. Let's say this time I want to change my scale into 1:30. Okay, 1:30. When I see this scale, I cannot find this 1:3. So I will go to the customize. The customize I will make into the 1:3. According to scale, it will get adjusted. Okay. Now you can see the difference. It has increased the size. Right? So now I'm going to create one section horizontally, right? Just I'm going to the view, take the section. Let's say I want to draw one section. This is very important one, but I'm going to explain. If you see this drawing, this is one section. See this section. If you see this section, you can find the detail number and A101, 2 and 101 means A101 is our sheet number and 2 is in this A101 number, detail number 2 is our section. Okay, and I'm going to this call out. See, detail number 3, sheet number A101. Okay, now if you see this section, can you see any number? No. If you place the section or detail in the drawing only, you can get the see, I placed in the sheet. If I go to the drawing, now you can see the number 4 A101. So where I can find the A101 is, if you go to the sheets, here you can see the A101, right? Then I'm going to inside of this drawing. What are the plans or sections BOQ placed? It will be stored in this within this tree. I placed the section 1, section 2, and the level 1 area call out, and door schedule. Whatever you place, it will be stored here. If you want to open directly you can open from here. If you want to go to the call out, you can double click, right? If you want to door schedule directly, you can go from here. So everything related to the sheets, it's available, right? So now I'm coming to the title area. This title block itself, it is a family which we got from the software while installing. Let's say now here I can see A101, correct? So A101 is the sheet number. This sheet number is reading from this name. If I go to the project browser, select the A101 unnamed and right click. If I do the rename here, you can see the sheet number and the name. If you want to change into the number, let's say your number sequence is different. Okay, let's say for example, I'm the different architect. I want to use my code SAS-001 for example, right? Let's say drawing name is, this is the area statement. For example, I'm giving name like this. When I click here, see, name and number are changed. Here also area statement and drawing number also changed. I am going back to my sheet. Okay, now I will check my details and sections. See, detail number 4, drawing sheet number in the section. This is a way to read the drawing. Somebody has given floor plan to you. Okay, so you have to read the drawing carefully. This is for example, if you want to see the more detail about this area, check this tagging. Detail number 3 SAS-001. I will go to this project browser and I will open my sheet. So what is the detail number 3? I will check it. Where is the detail number 3? This is 1, this is 2, and this 4, this 3. I can check the detail from here. This is very important to understand the drawing reading. Whatever software you want to learn, whatever tool you want to use, whether you use tools or not doesn't matter, but this sequential and this interconnected numbers should be know each and every person. Very important. Okay, so we will get the section numbers in this way. Let's say for example here I have the section 1. Generally nobody will use section 1 kind of the things. Here let's say I use section A or section B. Let's say I'm going to section in the project browser, section, right click, go to rename. Okay, here I will give the caps A icon. Okay, see, So everything parametric, everything instantaneously. Whatever you change, so respective place it will get updated. Even sometimes no need to recheck and cross check also. See, now this is a area callout. I want to rename. Instead of the callout, I want to rename as detail. Level 1 detail. Can you see whatever this? See here one more thing. Now I am going to see this callout detail. Here I can see this section information also, but I don't want to see this section information in this callout drawing. I will go to the detail drawings. Okay, here I will go to the visibility graphics. In the visibility graphics, we have the different kind of the categories. Can you see? I'm going a little bit depth. Model category, annotation category, analytical model category, imported category, and filters. Most of the times we use these two kind of the category. If you see the model category, here you can see the only modeling 3D geometry. If you go to the annotation, here you can see the only 2D objects. Let's say I want to switch off my section. I will go to this annotation category. I will check for my section. Where is the section? Where is it? Sections. Switch off. Now you can add. I switched off this layer only in these drawings. It will not get updated in other areas. See, I switched off the section here. Here I can see the section. I can see the all sections. Okay. Only this respective viewpoint only I switched off. Each drawing is individual for annotation categories, not for 3D objects. Let's say, for example, if I delete this door, it will get affected in the all drawings. Let's say now I'm going to the detail drawing. Here I want to delete this door. 3D job. Okay, I'm going to delete. If you go to this sheet, everywhere it got deleted. 3D objects will represent in all drawings, whether it is section, detail, floor plan, 3D, whatever it may be. But these 2D elements like sections, annotations, dimensions, these are the different for the each drawing. Okay, I hope understood everyone this one. Okay, in this way we create the sheets. Let's say now here in the title block, I have the owner and the project name. Okay, owner and project. I want to change the owner and project. Owner means let's say client, project name is a different project. Okay, see, to change this information, I need to go a little bit depth. For example, if I am changing here name and the number, it getting updated. Okay, so everything depended on the labels and parameters in the Revit. So just I will select my title block and go to the edit family. What I'm doing, I'm going to the edit family to check where this information reading. Select the title block, I'm going to the edit family. Same like tag family. Okay, so when you see this family, if you select this client name, here you can see the properties. In the property, I'm going to the label, I'm going to edit it. What I can see, client name, correct? If you go to the project name, I'm going to edit I can see the project name here. Okay, sheet name I'm going to select here. Sheet name. So the sheet name and sheet number, it's reading from the, let's say, from our sheet name and number. But to get this client name and project name, I will go to the manage. That's for example project. Okay. So in the project area, I will go to the manage. Okay. In the manage, I have the project information. Okay. In the project information, you can find the client name as a owner. Okay. Project address, project name. Let's say I want to change the client name. Let's say, for example, SAS is a client, or else let's say I'm going to give the different name, GMR, for easy identification. I will select and OK. When I go to the my sheet, I can see the GMR here. It will get updated. Means client name reading from the project information. We need to remember these things in the Revit. Let's say I want to change the project name. Okay, that's the project name, PRJ-001. It's the project name. It will get updated. So for example, as you're working the first time, no need to go with all labeling all. You can place a text same like AutoCAD. No problem. Okay. See. The next. Here I can see the Autodesk. These are title block developed by them. They kept their logo. But I want to keep my consultancy logo here. I want to change my title block style. So each consultant will follow different format. I want to edit this. I will go to the select and edit family. What are the items you want? You can edit it. Let's say I don't want to this logo. I want to remove it. I want to add some more image. Just to drag and drop. Okay. You want to delete all those things. You don't want it. Okay. I want to keep as a notes here. I will go to the create. Where is it? Text. Okay. I will go there. I will add notes. For example. So I remove the logo and all. I want to change this one. I will go to the load into the project. I'm loading this family into this project. It get updated. Whatever we want, we can change this. We want to change everything. Now, I want to create the one more sheet for the level 2. Finish it.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. Sir, అది AutoCAD నుంచి ఇంపోర్ట్ చేయొచ్చా సార్ ఈ పార్ట్?
We will discuss doubts after this. Okay. Let me finish first. So, now I want to create one more sheet for the level 2. I will go to the sheet, right click, I create a new sheet. See, as we discussed in Revit, we can use the commands in multiple ways. Somebody may use this right click and new sheet, and somebody may use go to the view and create sheet. Both are the same. Okay. This time I'm going to right click and new sheet. When I want to create the sheet, this time I want to choose the A0 size of the sheet. A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, this kind of the drawing sheets we have. I want to choose A1 this time, A0. I will go to the load. Okay. If you go to this library metric, let's say I'm going to the last one, title blocks. Here you can see the all sizes. Now I'm going to the create, let's say A0. Choose A0, open and OK. Right? See, this is A0 family. Okay, whatever we edited, it is the A1 family. Can you see? If you go this sheet, we select, this is the A1. And now I am going to create, this is A0. So I edited A1 family, not A0. If you want to edit A1, A0, again you go to the edit family and change it. Let's say I placed the A0. Now I want to change into the A1. Just select the title block and go to the choose A1. You can get A1. After placing also you can change. Just select it. Let's say A0. Correct? Let's say I'm going to again A1 to maintain the consistency. Now I want to create the level 2 finishes. Just select it, drag and drop. Okay. So here we need to remember one thing. Whenever we create the drawing, SAS001 and again I am getting the SAS002. This is the unique numbers we will get. If you want to change it, rename according to our requirement. There is no. Let's say this is finishes, for example. Okay, it will get updated. But if you see, when I create the next sheet also, here I am getting the client name, project name is the same. This is one project. Okay, you create a number of sheets. Client will not change, project name will not change. So that is the reason I am giving the information in the project information. If you give once, it will update in the sheets. Let's say this time I want to change into the GBK, for example. Okay, project number is 2. I'm changing in the project information. If I click OK, automatically it will update in all sheets. GBK project. But sheet number and name, no. Finishes 002. Area statement 001. To change this information, I need to go sheet and rename it. I hope understood everyone, right? So this is the way to create the sheets. And here one more important thing is, for example, in the SAS001 area statement, okay, this first drawing I have the floor plan 1, which is area statement. Now I am going to the second drawing. I am trying to place same drawing which is available in the first sheet. So I cannot place it. It will not allow duplicate copies. Right? Remember, cannot allow duplicate copies. Let's say still I want to place the drawing in this sheet. What I do, just I will duplicate with the detail. I hope everybody remember we have done duplicate and duplicate with the detail. Okay, I'm going to duplicate with the detail. I will give this different name. I will come to the sheets and I will drag and drop. Physically, it's the same drawing with this A1. But to place in the sheets, you should duplicate. You cannot drag and drop one floor plan in the different sheets. You should remember this. One drawing for one sheet. If you want to create in the different sheets, you have to duplicate with a different name. So this is the way to create the sheets.